Light isn't what you think it is, not even close. Every textbook, every science class, every explanation you've ever heard about light's speed is a simplified fairy tale that misses the profound electromagnetic dance happening right before your eyes. Consider your hand, solid, right, wrong. What you perceive as solid matter is actually an intricate symphony of electromagnetic interactions, a web of charged particles dancing at incomprehensible speeds, creating the illusion of substance. The speed of light isn't just a number, it's a fundamental boundary of reality, a cosmic speed limit that reveals how little we truly understand about the universe. If you're ready to see reality differently, follow the channel and unlock the hidden physics Tesla knew. What if I told you that light's speed isn't a constant, but a dynamic expression of fundamental energy fields, that the 299,792,458 meters per second we've canonized is merely a convenient approximation of something far more complex? Nikola Tesla understood that reality operates on principles far beyond our everyday perception. He saw the universe as a living, breathing network of energy where what seems instantaneous is actually a cascading wave of electromagnetic interactions. Traditional physics presents light's speed as a fixed, immutable constant. But Tesla would laugh at such a simplistic view. Light is a manifestation of electromagnetic waves traversing fields of potential, negotiating complex interactions we're only beginning to comprehend. It's not a straight line, but a negotiated path through an intricate landscape of energy gradients and quantum probabilities. And imagine light not as a particle or a wave, but as a negotiation. Each photon isn't traveling, it's communicating, trading information across quantum domains, jumping between potential states in ways that defy our linear understanding. The speed of light isn't a speed at all, but a conversation happening at the most fundamental level of reality. Our instruments measure 299,792,458 meters per second, but what are they truly capturing? A snapshot, a momentary glimpse of an infinitely more complex phenomenon. Tesla knew that measurement is interpretation, and our current interpretation is laughably limited. We're like children trying to understand an orchestra by listening to a single muted note. Electromagnetic fields don't just transmit light, they are light. They're not passive conduits, but active participants in a cosmic dance of energy transfer. Every transmission, every interaction is a negotiation between potential states, a complex interchange that happens so rapidly it appears instantaneous to our crude perceptual mechanisms. The speed of light isn't a barrier, it's a window, a threshold beyond which classical physics dissolves and quantum mysteries begin. Tesla understood that what we perceive as limitations are actually invitations to deeper understanding. Our current scientific models are training wheels, crude approximations of a reality far more elegant and interconnected than we can currently imagine. What if light's speed is actually a manifestation of information transfer across quantum fields? What if what we measure is just the visible tip of an incomprehensibly vast electromagnetic iceberg? These aren't just theoretical musings, they're the doorways to understanding reality at its most fundamental level. Conventional science teaches that nothing can travel faster than light. Tesla would challenge that notion, seeing it as a limitation of our current measurement tools rather than an absolute truth. He saw the universe as a living network of energy, where information and potential flow in ways we're only beginning to comprehend. Our understanding of light's speed is a story we tell ourselves, a comfortable narrative that helps us make sense of a reality far more mysterious and interconnected than our limited perceptions can grasp. Each measurement, each experiment is not a conclusion, but an invitation to look deeper. Asked to question more radically, if this transformed how you see reality, follow the channel. Electromagnetic fields aren't passive backgrounds, they're living, dynamic networks of information transfer that challenge everything we thought we knew about communication and energy. What if the space between particles isn't empty, but densely packed with potential? When you touch something, you're not actually touching it. Your perception of solidity is an electromagnetic negotiation happening at speed so rapid it creates the illusion of physical contact. Every interaction is a complex dance of charged particles repelling and attracting, creating boundaries that seem solid but are essentially intricate energy landscapes. If you want to understand reality like Tesla did, follow the channel and dive deep into the hidden physics of our universe. We're about to unravel mysteries that will transform how you see everything around you. The concept of empty space is a profound misunderstanding. What appears vacant is actually a seething quantum environment filled with virtual particles, energy fluctuations, and electromagnetic potentials. These aren't theoretical constructs, they're active, dynamic systems constantly exchanging information and energy. Consider radio waves. They're not simply transmitted, they're negotiated through complex electromagnetic fields that extend far beyond our traditional understanding. When a radio signal travels, it's not just moving through space, it's creating temporary quantum pathways, trading information across domains we barely comprehend. Frequency isn't just a measurement, it's a language. Each frequency is a unique information carrier, i.e. a vibrational signature that communicates complex states of potential. Tesla understood that everything in the universe communicates through these vibrational languages, from the smallest quantum interactions to massive cosmic phenomena. Our measurement tools are crude approximations of infinitely complex systems. When we measure the speed of light, we're not capturing an absolute value. We're taking a momentary snapshot of an ongoing dynamic negotiation between energy states. Each measurement is a temporary truce in an ongoing quantum conversation. Quantum entanglement reveals something profound. Information can be exchanged instantaneously across seemingly vast distances. This challenges our linear understanding of communication and suggests that what we perceive as space is actually a deeply interconnected energy network where traditional limitations dissolve. The speed of light isn't a barrier, it's a gateway. It represents a threshold where classical physics breaks down and quantum mysteries begin. Every photon is a messenger carrying not just energy, but potential states of information, negotiating pathways through electromagnetic fields in ways that defy our current scientific models. Imagine reality as a vast, interconnected neural network, where every interaction is a complex information exchange. What we perceive as solid matter is actually a temporary configuration of electromagnetic interactions, constantly shifting, communicating, and renegotiating its own existence. Tesla's greatest insight wasn't about technology, it was about understanding the universe as a living, breathing system of energy exchange. He saw beyond the mechanical view of physics, recognizing that what we call forces are actually sophisticated communication networks operating at scales and speeds we're only beginning to comprehend. Magnetism isn't a force, it's a conversation. Electricity isn't just a flow of electrons, it's a dynamic negotiation of potential states. Every interaction is more complex, more nuanced than our current scientific language can accurately describe. The speed of light is not a limit, it's an invitation to look deeper, to question more radically, to recognize that our current understanding is just the tip of an incomprehensibly vast iceberg of potential knowledge. And if this transformed how you see reality, follow the channel. Reality is a quantum symphony, and we've been listening with plugged ears. The electromagnetic spectrum is not a linear range, but a multi-dimensional landscape of infinite complexity, a terrain where information dances faster than our most sophisticated instruments can detect. Every technological breakthrough we've ever achieved is essentially a negotiation with invisible electromagnetic fields. Your smartphone, your computer, your entire digital existence is built on our ability to manipulate these unseen energy networks, a magic that would seem supernatural to humans just a century ago. Want to understand the universe like Tesla? Follow the channel and unlock the hidden physics that shape our reality. Quantum mechanics reveals a fundamental truth. Observation changes reality. This isn't metaphysical poetry. It's a demonstrable scientific principle. When we measure a quantum system, we don't just record information. We actively participate in creating its state. The observer and the observed are not separate. They're intimately entangled in a complex dance of potential. Consider the electron, that fundamental particle we thought we understood. It's not a tiny billiard ball moving predictably through space. It's a probability wave simultaneously existing in multiple states until observation collapses its potential. What appears solid is actually a fluid, dynamic system of potential interactions. Nikola Tesla understood something profound. Energy is not generated or consumed, it's transformed. Our current energy paradigms are primitive attempts to harness a cosmic symphony we barely comprehend. We're like children trying to conduct an orchestra with wooden spoons, completely missing the intricate musical language happening around us. Electromagnetic fields are not passive backgrounds, they're active information networks. Every transmission, every interaction is a negotiated exchange of potential states. What we perceive as instantaneous communication is actually a complex negotiation happening across quantum domains at speeds that make light seem sluggish. Imagine a universe where information doesn't travel, it transforms, where communication isn't about distance, but about resonant states of potential. Tesla saw this decades before quantum mechanics provided the mathematical framework to describe these interactions. Our perception of time is an illusion created by our limited electromagnetic sensory apparatus. And what we experience as a sequential progression is actually a complex, simultaneous negotiation of quantum states. Time isn't a linear arrow, it's a multidimensional fabric constantly being woven and unraveled by electromagnetic interactions. The speed of light is not a barrier, it's a window into a more profound understanding of reality. Every photon carries not just energy, but potential information, states that transcend our current scientific language. We're not measuring a constant, we're capturing momentary glimpses of an infinitely complex quantum conversation. Technological advancement is essentially our growing ability to negotiate with electromagnetic fields. We're learning the language of the universe, translating complex energy interactions into tools, communications, and transformative technologies. Each breakthrough is a more sophisticated conversation with the fundamental fabric of reality. Quantum entanglement demonstrates something extraordinary. Information can be exchanged instantaneously across seemingly vast distances. This suggests our understanding of space, time, and communication is profoundly limited. We're just beginning to recognize the interconnected nature of our universe. Tesla's vision wasn't just about technology, it was about recognizing the universe as a living, dynamic system of energy exchange. He saw beyond mechanical models, understanding that what we call forces are sophisticated communication networks operating at scales and speeds that challenge our most fundamental assumptions. If this transformed how you see reality, follow the channel. Consciousness itself might be an electromagnetic phenomenon, a complex interaction of energy fields that we're only beginning to comprehend. What if thoughts are not confined to the brain, but are quantum wave functions extending far beyond our physical boundaries? Every moment of human experience is an electromagnetic negotiation, a delicate dance of charged particles creating the illusion of continuous experience. Your perception of reality is a sophisticated hallucination generated by intricate energy interactions happening at speeds beyond human comprehension. Ready to see reality through Tesla's eyes? Follow the channel and unlock the quantum secrets of existence. The boundaries between matter, energy, and information are far more porous than our classical physics suggests. What we perceive as distinct objects are actually temporary configurations of electromagnetic potential, constantly negotiating their existence through complex quantum interactions. Imagine reality as a vast living network where every particle is simultaneously a transmitter and receiver of information. The speed of light isn't a limit, it's a threshold where our current understanding dissolves and more profound mysteries begin. Each photon carries not just energy, but entire landscapes of potential states, communicating across domains we've barely begun to map. Quantum mechanics reveals that fundamental particles don't have fixed properties, they exist in states of probability, only crystallizing into specific configurations when observed. This means reality is not a fixed landscape, but a dynamic, isoresponsive system constantly negotiating its own existence through electromagnetic interactions. Our technological civilization is essentially an elaborate method of manipulating electromagnetic fields. Every device, every communication, every technological marvel is a sophisticated conversation with the fundamental fabric of reality. We're learning to speak the universe's native language, a language of energy, potential, and instantaneous information transfer. The electromagnetic spectrum is not a linear range but a multidimensional landscape of infinite complexity. What we detect is just a minuscule fraction of the information constantly flowing through these energy networks. Our most advanced sensors are like trying to understand an ocean by looking at a single droplet. And Tesla understood that what appears solid is actually an intricate dance of charged particles, creating temporary configurations that our sensory systems interpret as matter. Solidity is an illusion, a sophisticated electromagnetic negotiation happening at such rapid speeds that it creates the perception of stability. Quantum entanglement demonstrates the profound interconnectedness of our universe. Information can be exchanged instantaneously across seemingly vast distances, suggesting that space itself might be a more fluid, interconnected concept than our classical physics suggests. Distance becomes meaningless at the quantum level. Everything is fundamentally connected. Our current scientific models are training wheels, crude approximations of a reality far more elegant and interconnected than we can currently imagine. And each breakthrough is not an endpoint but an invitation to look deeper, to question more radically, to recognize that our understanding is perpetually incomplete. The speed of light is not a barrier, it's a gateway to understanding the fundamental nature of reality. It represents a threshold where classical physics dissolves and quantum mysteries begin. Every measurement is a temporary truce in an ongoing quantum conversation, a momentary snapshot of infinite potential. Consciousness, technology, communication, these are not separate domains, but different expressions of the same fundamental electromagnetic language. We are not observers of reality, but active participants in its continuous creation, negotiating potential states through our interactions with these invisible energy networks. If this transformed how you see reality, you follow the channel.